Class 11th, subject physics, 12th chapter, magnetism. From the chapter, let us see numericals from exercise. Numericals from exercise. The very first numerical is given as a magnetic pole of pole strength 100 ampere meter is on the axis of a bar magnet and 20 centimeter from the center. The magnet has magnetic length 5 centimeter and each pole of strength 200 ampere meter. Find the force on the magnetic pole, and therefore for this numerical given data is Qm equal to 100 ampere meter. Then D is equal to 20 centimeter, that is equal to 0.2 meter. Then length of the magnet 2L is equal to 5 centimeter, that will be equal to 5 into 10 raised to minus 2 meter. Then QMB, pole strength for each pole of the bar magnet, is equal to 200 ampere meter. So this is the pole strength for the single pole, and this will be the pole strength of each pole of the bar magnet. And therefore mu 0.4 pi is taken as 10 raised to minus 7 Tesla meter per ampere, and we have to find out force F. So for that, the dipole moment of bar magnet, is given by the formula M is equal to QMB into 2L. QMB into 2L, putting the values we will get 200 into 5 into 10 raised to minus 2, 200 into 5 into 10 raised to minus 2, which comes out to be 10 ampere meter square, 10 ampere meter square. And now the axial magnetic field of the bar magnet. The axial magnetic field of the bar magnet is given by the formula Bx is equal to mu 0.4 pi 2m by dq. Mu 0.4 pi 2m by dq, which will be equal to 10 raised to minus 7 into 2 into 10 divided by 0.2 cube. So putting the values we will get 10 raised to minus 7 into 2 into 10 divided by 0.2 its cube. Therefore Bxis will be equal to 20 into 10 raised to minus 7, 20 into 10 raised to minus 7 divided by 8 into 10 raised to minus 3, 8 into 10 raised to minus 3, which comes out to be 2.5 into 10 raised to minus 4 Tesla. So this will be the B axial 2.5 into 10 raised to minus 4 Tesla. Now the force acting on the bar magnet or the magnetic pole. The force acting on the magnetic pole will be given by the formula the product of magnetic dipole moment into the B axis, and therefore F is equal to Qm into axial magnetic field, that is B axis, which will be equal to 100 into 2.5 into 10 raised to minus 4, 100 into 2.5 into 10 raised to minus 4, which comes out to be F equal to 2.5 into 10 raised to minus 2 Newton. F is equal to 2.5 into 10 raised to minus 2 Newton, which is the required value. Then let us go for numerical number 2, which is given as a magnet making an angle of 45 degree with the horizontal lies in a plane which makes an angle of 30 degree with the magnetic meridian. Then find the true value of dip angle at that place. So we have to find out the true value of angle of dip, that is delta. So for that, according to the information given in the numerical, this will be BV, this will be BH, that is horizontal component of Earth's magnetic field BH and vertical component of Earth's magnetic field BV. Then this is the angle delta, that is the angle between BH and the resultant magnetic field B, resultant magnetic field B. This angle is 45 degree, this angle is 30 degree, and then from this figure we can say that BV is equal to ST. BV equal to ST. This BV will be equal to ST. BV is equal to ST, which will be equal to OT sin angle SOT. OT sin angle SOT, which will be equal to B1 sin 45 degree. B1 sin 45 degree, because OT is equal to B1. OT is equal to B1. So OT, this will be B1. OT is B1, and angle SOT is equal to 45 degree, and therefore we can also write OS is equal to OP cos theta. OS is equal to OP cos theta. So OS is equal to, this OS is equal to OP cos theta, and therefore we can say that OT cos 45 is equal to OP cos theta. OT cos 45 equal to OP cos theta, and therefore B1 cos 45 equal to BH cos 30. B1 cos 45 degree equal to BH cos 30. Therefore BH will be equal to B1 cos 45 upon cos 30, and therefore now the true dip angle will be given as, the true value of angle of dip will be given as tan delta equal to B1 sin 45 divided by B1 cos 45 upon cos 30. B1 cos 45 upon cos 30. Putting the values, we will get it as 1 into root 3 by 2. 1 into root 3 by 2, and therefore delta will be written as tan inverse of root 3 by 2. Delta will be equal to tan inverse of root 3 by 2, which comes out to be 40 degree 54 minute. 40 degree 54 minute, which is the true value of angle of dip. Now let us go for numerical number 3, which is stated as two small and similar bar magnets have magnetic dipole moment of 0.1 ampere meter square each. They are kept in a plane in such a way that their axes are perpendicular to each other. A line drawn through the axis of the magnet passes through the center of the other magnet. If the distance between their centers is 2 meters, find the magnitude of magnetic field at the midpoint of the line joining their centers. And therefore, as per information given in the numerical, the given data will be M1 is equal to M2 equal to 1 ampere meter square. Then mu 0 upon 4 pi equal to 10 raised to minus 7 Tesla meter per ampere. Then distance between their centers, the distance between the centers of two magnetic dipoles is 2 meter. Then d1 is equal to d2 will be equal to 1 meter. d1 equal to d2 equal to 1 meter. That is the distance of both these magnets from their centers will be equal to, that is 1 meter. Now if you consider the diagram, this will represent B axis, this will be B equator, then the resultant will be equal to B, making an angle alpha with the B axis. Now the axial magnetic field B1 will be given as, axial magnetic field B1 will be equal to mu 0 upon 4 pi 2 m1 upon d1 cube. Mu 0 upon 4 pi 2 m1 upon d1 cube. Putting the values, we will get 10 raised to minus 7 into 2 into 1 upon 1 cube I cap, that is unit vector I cap, as it is directed along x axis, and therefore 10 raised to minus 7 into 2 into 1 upon 1 cube into I cap, where I cap is the unit vector along that direction of B1, which will be written as 2 into 10 raised to minus 7 I, 2 into 10 raised to minus 7 I cap, 2 into 10 raised to minus 7 I cap, that is the axial magnetic field. Similarly, B2 which is the equatorial magnetic field, will be given by the formula mu 0 upon 4 pi. It will be minus m2 upon d2 cube. So we will consider only the magnitude, that is m2 upon d2 cube. So mu 0 upon 4 pi m2 upon d2 cube, which will be equal to 10 raised to minus 7 into 1 upon 1 cube, 1 upon 1 cube, that is into j cap. Along the direction of B2, unit vector is j cap, and therefore it will be written as here 10 raised to minus 7 j cap Tesla, 10 raised to minus 7 j cap Tesla, which will be equal to equatorial magnetic field. So it will be the equatorial magnetic field. So we can write equatorial magnetic field. Now in this case first one, that is B1 is equal to 2 into 10 raised to minus 7 I cap Tesla, and in the second case it is 10 raised to minus 7 j cap Tesla. One magnetic field B1 is along the equator, second is along the, that is B1 is along axis and B2 is along equator, and therefore the net magnetic induction, the net magnetic field will be given as vector B equal to vector B1 plus vector B2, that is vector sum of B1 and B2, which will be equal to 2i plus j into 10 raised to minus 7 Tesla. And therefore this will be the required result, that is net magnetic field will be equal to 2 I cap plus j cap into 10 raised to minus 7 Tesla.